Yeah, hello. This is Bill coming from Santa Monica, California again. I'm sitting in a different spot today. Well, this time I probably will sit here more often now that it's summer here. I'm outside my storage facility on the sidewalk. Uh, it gets hot in there, especially up on the second floor where I am. So the things I didn't do a lot of collecting today, but I was gonna do a little short video on what I found and explain it, and then some guys talking into God knows who. I don't know who it is, but I can hear them 17 feet away. So whoever it is, I don't know. Anyway, so I'll go over a few things that I found, and I'll probably talk a little bit since it's nice right here and it's early. So I found this. And again, I don't expect you to find all of the things that I find, but if you happen to, these are the kinds of things that whether you need them or not, you don't know. And I mean, if it was big, I'd have to really think about it, but as little as some of these things are, it doesn't take up any space. And to replace them, even if it's more than $5 and under, say, it's just not worth it. But unless it's small enough, it's the size of a tennis ball and it's $5, it's probably worth it. So use your own judgment, obviously. That's what I guess so anyway, I found this thing. I'm gonna put it. Oh, I gotta do it the other way. It goes this way. So okay, I can do this one. See, it's just a light. It's missing the base, but I can make a new base, and it has the whole cord, and it has the switch, which, yeah, that's perfect. You can see how it's a switch like that. So I'm thinking that I can wire that. You could wire it over the, I'm thinking register, but any area that you have to have the additional light, especially at night. And since money is the whole purpose behind this thing, we want to make sure that the only problem is the person handling it, your employer, yourself. So I'm going to rig this one with that toggle switch like that. I'm sure I can rig it to open and close with the cash drawer. So, and I'm going to mount it. I'll get into that when I get there. But it'll be perfect for that. And I already looked at it. I can replace the bulbs. It's ideal for what I'm going to do. And then this is really simply is a bath mat. You can see it, I think, hopefully. And it has, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see all the suction cups. So I know when I finally get someplace set up, I don't have my workshop, but when I had my salvage yard, you take that thing and screw it to the wall, especially if you put, like, I always had a copper cutter in my salvage yard, and I always had bits and pieces of 1/8 inch to 3-inch copper pipe, so I'd make up anything I wanted, and I would just take, like say an inch or an inch and a half, whatever size you need, cut a piece of conduit, copper, anything, smallest diameter of the screw or bolt that you're using, put it behind it, and you can phase that all the way down if you want, or do it the whole way down, and at the very bottom secure that tight to the wall, and it'll make a box, a pocket in the back to stuff things in, and you can subdivide that if you want in sections. And it has all those little suction cups, so it sounds silly, but it costs me nothing. It'll take me 15 minutes to put it all together in my shop. And on the suction cup side, all I have to do is, it'll literally stick any polished surface. If it's glass, plastic, a tool, you can stick it on that. And they're close enough where it's long enough you can get, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. 10 suction cups down one way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 the other way. So it's almost a perfect square, and I mean, it's free. You get my idea. I don't have to keep babbling about it. Oh, and this was cool. I found this. It's another piece of the foam, the kind that we will be using. But let me, I'll show you it picture-wise and describe what I see. So here I'm looking at it, and you see all of these patterns here that are already all spaced out, centered, spaced out. You could use that, like if you wanted to use like a crown. You can remember it's going to look just the opposite of this when we make it. So what is shallow here and raised here is going to be raised shallow on when we make the mold. So, and then I had seen this part. If you'll look, it's hard to tilt. Oh, I can hold it with my foot. You see right here, it goes, see the whole contour, and then it goes all the way down and does the same exact contour again for a TV. That's another ideal drip edge contour. God knows, it could be a fender flare. I don't really know, but I see things I could use with it. What else did I see of this? Anything? Oh, these things I thought were cool. I don't know that I could ever use them, but they are pre-molded, and there's two, so I believe that's probably where the TV originally had its feet slid in. You know, so if you needed something that made feet, you got a perfect mold right there. All you'd have to do is, you know, put in whatever kind of taps that you need. You know, they make threaded things that go right into the epoxy, so you can literally make feet. I mean, right there. And I mean, it's simple. I'll show you how to do it. So, oops. Those are the things I see, but I'm going to use the piece of foam anyway. And those, I meant to tell you all of that. Any voids that you have is no big deal, because as you start to shape it, you're going to cut pieces away and you can glue them in. There's a million cures for that, so I don't worry about any of. Look past all of the voids for now. You'll see it when I start actually putting it together, but don't worry about pieces of having too many voids or something like that. When you start cutting it and using it and seeing how it goes together, none of that's going to matter. Because literally you can take, like, I'll show you this void. See this big void right here? You could get rid of that void, and this void all in a second. Simply as, if I were going to do it, I would fill that with spackling compound. Let it sit overnight for 24 hours. Spackling compound is like $5 for a 5-gallon pail of it. It's going to crack and all of that when you do it. And you'll have to, when you get it, when it starts to set, try and scrape it a couple of times to keep it from getting really bad. But the more you pay attention as it cures, the better it'll cure. Not hardness-wise, but you know, the quality. And but I mean, it doesn't matter. When you can just plunk a whole bunch in there, let it sit when it's hard. Wait 3 days. It's just plaster like they use for wallboard. So it's really easy to sand, and I'll be showing you that. But if you need to make yourself feel better, to do it as you go along, you know, I understand that idea. I can see it finished. So, but if you want to see it finished better and make you happier for what you've accomplished, by all means. So you know, you just use. I can go over those things too. In fact, I'll have money left over because I'm not going to keep track of it now, so I can buy a few things that I wouldn't have done so soon. So I can show you how to. If it, you're going to have to do it anyway. It's just I rather make it one-day job. But if it makes you feel like you're accomplishing something, you're going to have the time. So, and we got all sorts of time out here right now. So, you know, I can easily show you how to do that. That's easy, and that's cheap. Like I said, I think it's been a while since I bought this stuff, but I used to buy it in pallets, and I think I paid like $2 or $3, so can't imagine it being more than $5 a pound. I mean, $5 a bucket. So, anyway, I think I have all of the little things. I showed you the foam. If I had the stuff to show you how to start plugging all that stuff, I could. But if you wanted to do something that is productive and everybody knows how to do it, you can make paper mache, and you can fill all of the voids. But if you're going to do it that way, don't fill it to the top. You want to, especially if you'll learn, but it's better to keep it lower than what you think is going to be the finished edge, if that makes sense. So, because you're going to have to put a harder finish on top of that. That's what I'm trying to. So keep it a void, if that makes any sense. Instead of keeping it right flush with the top, come down. I prefer you to keep down from what you think it's going to be. Stay down at least no less than 3/8 of an inch, and more like a half. And because you'll just skim that with a hardener, and either Bondo or something like that. Even spray foam would work. So anything more affordable but more rigid. So if you do that, just stay a little low. And you can do a lot of the big voids with paper mache, and it's cheap. Everyone knows how to do it. If you don't, it's time you learn. Go on, I'm sure YouTube will do that. But, okay, other than that, I'm going to take a couple of pictures of stuff that I put in storage, do some listing, and finish. I don't know if I can add to this. So I did it once, but I don't know how I did it. So if I have to, I'll do 2 different listings tonight. But if I can add to this one, I'll just continue from here. So if not, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.